Welcome to Mint. I'm Cordelia Jenkins. In this edition of From the Newsroom, we're going to be talking about the recent violence in Assam. And we have with us Malia Politzer. Thanks for joining us, Malia.
Thank you.
And also on the telephone, we have Mr. Sanjay Barbora from the Tata Institute of Social Sciences. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Barbora.
Thank you for having me.
My first question is for you, sir. Many politicians and media analysts have, in the last few days, been blaming this violence on illegal Bangladeshi immigrants. Is this accurate, do you think? And if not, do you think there's another route to the problem?
No, it's not accurate. It just happens to be the most convenient label to use right now. I think immigration is a very complicated issue in all of Assam, all of the northeast. And if you remember, even 2 years ago, there was extreme violence in these areas, and this was not between Muslim communities or Boros. It was between Rabhas and Garos. So this is something that has continued over the last decade. So immigration, yes, is an issue, but not as simplistically as the politicians are making it out to be.
And my next question is for you, Malia. The president of the BJP, Nitin Gadkari, has advocated sealing the border as a possible solution to this problem. Do you think that's realistic?
No, I don't think it's realistic at all. The Bangladesh-India border is 4,000 kilometers, and a lot of this is rivers. There are between, I think, 35 and 40 different rivers that join India and Bangladesh. So even if they were successful in closing the land border, which I think is highly unlikely, there's no other way they could actually seal the river system. So I don't think that that is a likely solution.
Okay. And back to you, Mr. Barbora. What's the situation at the moment in the refugee camps? Does it look like there's any chance that the people staying there might be rehabilitated anytime soon?
Well, the government of Assam has been a bit unrealistic and has said that many have to go home by a particular date. I don't think that's realistic right now because people are scared. They're afraid to go back home. But you have to remember that internal displacement has almost become so commonplace in Assam that there is every possibility that the camps themselves will become villages later on. But right now, the government is saying people have to go back, and the territorial council authorities are saying people can only come back if they have papers and documents to prove that they were from there. And that really is the crux of the problem, because now it's very difficult for anybody to prove that they're from the area. So it seems to me like the camps will be there for a while.
So there's a lot of uncertainty on the ground then?
There is, yes.
Okay, well thank you so much for those insights, Mr. Barbora, and thank you very much for joining us, and thank you, Malia, also for coming.
Thank you.
That's all we have for today. Thanks very much for watching, and please stay tuned.